So welcome to the part 2 of sequence and series. Here we learn the geometric progression. So geometric progression is another kind of progression unlike to arithmetic progression. Here what happens? Same number is getting multiplied with each of the term as it proceeds. Say I write here 3, then 6, then 12, then 24. So you can understand that every time I am multiplying 2. Okay. So here we get an R is called the common ratio. What is this R? Here R is what? The R value is 2. Because you see 2 is getting multiplied with each of this number to get the next number. So here the next number will be 48, 96, so on and so on. So how do we get R? We divide the next number by the previous number. So we get 3, or we get 12 by 6, or we get 24 by 12. Okay. So this is the nature of the geometric progression, GP series. So if I get A, B, C are in GP, okay, 3 terms, they are in GP. So obviously B divided by A will be equal to C divided by B, and this will be what? This will be equal to R, the common ratio. In arithmetic progression what we get common difference, and here we get a common ratio. So from here if you cross multiply, you get B square equals to AC, and B square equals to AC is the condition. It's actually the condition for the geometric progression, GP. Okay, B square equals to AC. That means if you square the middle term, you will get that will be equal to the product of the first and the third term. So this is B square equals to AC. Now I will show you through terms how it looks. Let the first term is A. The second term will be what? Multiplied by R. So I took A and R to be the first term. So this is the T1. That means the first term. Okay. So R is the common ratio over here, just like we take. So AR, and the next term will be AR square, then AR cube. This is how it continues till we get the nth term. Okay, so this is what? This is the second term, then third term, like that it continues. This is the fourth term. This is like that we continue till the nth term. So what is Tn? Tn is equal to AR to the power n minus 1. Okay, AR to the power n minus 1. Because it's 1 lesser. Look at it, T4 is AR cube. So it will be A into R to the power n minus 1. Hope you understood. So this is the term expression or the term formula for geometric progression. Okay. So now after this we will learn the sum of n terms of a GP series. Okay, of a GP series. So that means if I get Sn will be equal to T1 plus T2 plus T3 up to Tn. So this I mean. Okay, so now what I do, I'll write Sn formula over here. Let us write the Sn formula now. So we write A into R to the power n minus 1 whole divided by r minus 1. Yes, whole divided by r minus 1. Or another formula we see, a into 1 minus r to the power n. Okay, 1 minus r to the power n divided by 1 minus r. So there are two formulas. You might think that they look the same, and just by taking a minus common from here we get the second formula. So that may be correct because they are kind of same formula, but we use them in two ways. Okay, look at this, r minus 1, here r is more than 1. Okay, so we use when mod r is bigger than 1. Cannot be equal to 1, because if it is equal to 1 then the series will not progress. So it means that either r is bigger than 1, you know mod r greater than 1, what does it mean, or r is lesser than minus 1. Okay, now the second formula, so this is, you can say this is formula number 1 and this is formula number 2. Okay, the formula number 2 denotes it's lesser than 1. That means mod r is actually lesser than 1. It actually refers that r is between 1 and minus 1. R is between 1 and minus 1. Now I have erased this part. So if you draw the number line, say this is the number line, you know how the number line is drawn. Starting from minus infinity to plus infinity. So if you draw the number line, then say there are critical points over here at minus 1 and 1. So if r is between this region minus 1 to 1, we use the second formula. So for this part we use the formula number 2, and from when r is bigger than 1 or lesser than 1, for this part we use formula number 1 or formula number 1 over here. It's kind of this. Okay. So I'll give you an example when r is between this, say r is equal to half. It might happen like that. R is equal to half and you get the series like this. Say the first term is 16, then 8, then 4, 2, 1, half, 1/4, so on and so on. See the series, it is actually a GP series. Every time you are multiplying with what? With half to each of these numbers. So in this kind of series, if you want to find out the summation of n terms, you use formula number 2. Okay. Now from after this, I'll tell you two different things. Look at this series, this kind of series which is actually decreasing. Okay, which is actually decreasing as it proceeds. Okay, and there are series like this also previously which I wrote, I erased, say 8, then 32, okay, then 128, like that. So it expands as it proceeds. So kind of divergent and kind of convergent. Okay. So this is a kind of, they are converging to smaller numbers and these are diverging. Based on this, we get the concept of summation of n terms of a GP, summation of terms, infinite number of terms. Okay. So that we will do sum of infinite GP. Infinite GP. Sum of infinite GP means there are, okay, there are kind of infinite terms in the GP series. Okay. So obviously this kind of series, for this kind of series where r is bigger than 1, you cannot get the sum, because it increases and increases, it will be, the sum will be infinity only. But this kind of series where you get a kind of converging appearance, the convergent kind of series, you get the sum as a is equals to a by 1 minus r. So this is a formula. This is a formula where you get, where r is, remember, r is lesser than 1. Mod r is lesser than 1. That means this formula will only be valid for this kind of series where mod r is lesser than 1. You cannot use this kind of formula for the second series where mod r is bigger than 1. Okay, so it is not applicable. It's only applicable for this kind of thing. Let us do a simple sum so that we can understand. Say we consider this thing only, that means a part of this. So a is equals to, say we consider terms like r equals to half. So 1, then half, then 1 by 4, then 1 by 8, then 1 by 16. So it up to infinity. Okay. So we want to find the summation of this series where this is a GP series and infinite one. So what will be S? What is A? A is the first term. So here A is equal to 1 and R equals to half. Okay. So that means you will put A by 1 minus R. So 1 by 1 minus half, and that if you do, you will get a 2. So the summation of this series becomes 2. That means 1 is already there, and this half, all these fractions, if you continue up to infinity, it is maximum, it can give you another 1. So S equals to 2. So this is a simple application of the sum of infinite GP. In the next part we will do the geometric mean, and we will learn insertion of n number of geometric means, how they can be inserted in between two numbers. Thank you.